Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. It's 2 p.m. and it's 1 p.m. actually. Yeah, what am I doing? It's 1 p.m. and 49 minutes. And the time is, the temperature is 54 degrees Fahrenheit. So last time it was like 70. What's going on here? Last time it was like 70. Now it's almost not 70 anymore. It's back to 50s. So temperature keeps dropping back and forth. It's not too cold, but also it's not too hot. I see a little bit of humidity. Humidity is also not that much. Today is March 27. That means we have 3 more days before we kick off this 3 or 4 days, actually 4 days before we kick off this March, and we kick off the end of first quarter of 2026. Commuting the same place to give some updates on here. Trees are starting to have some greenery. You can see some good greenery trees coming up, and things are starting getting better. Construction is starting to resume again. Pretty good. They are building and building and building more and more stuff here. Other than that, nothing much in DC. Pretty much everything is the same. Which flag is this? See that flag over here? I don't know what kind of flag is that. It looks like a Caribbean flag. So if you've been following the news in the Middle East, Donald Trump proposed an idea. He proposed some ideas on how to end the war in Iran, and he called this 15 points proposal, or 15 points plan. I want to go through this plan in a few minutes and see if this plan makes sense. But to give you a heads up, this plan was rejected by Iran. So the Iran did not like it, which means that the possibility of implementing it is very, very low to some degree. So we will see what's going to happen. So the 15-point plan was also rejected by Israel. Israel keeps saying that they don't want United States to slow down or pause. They want to keep supporting the army, keep bombing the Iranian key energy industries, key energy sectors, key energy facilities, as they call them. Okay, what is going on here? There is no traffic, everything's clear. I just don't understand why people are stopping. Somebody's probably turning, that's why. And I want to go to the red light. It's crazy. Alright, let's see. Yeah, somebody has to be turning, that's why we are all stuck. There should be no turning on this side at this time. They should make that sign that says from this time to this time, no turning. So Trump's 15 points plan, yeah, 15 points plan, or 15 pp was rejected by Iran and Israel. Iran has a different view. Iran says you have to rebuild every single infrastructure you have destroyed. that was the Iranians proposal. They didn't propose anything anyways, but that was like the main idea. Look at this guy, like this guy, when he stops, he creates traffic. He should be stopping here. That's not good. There's no, he's heading up traffic for no reason. So I haven't drove here for a long time, like this particular area. Alright, another stop again. Another stop again. So the Iran says, you know, if you can rebuild the infrastructure, I guess they don't care about people who died. I mean, they don't care about their leaders who got killed. I'm not sure. Maybe, I guess, in those, normally in the army, in the military, when somebody dies, they die on a duty, so not a big deal. So I guess they don't care about people who died over there, like their leaders and Ayatollah and other military generals who were killed. But they say that they just want the US to rebuild the whole infrastructure. That's what they're demanding. Israel, however, says the opposite. Israel says US should keep bombarding Iran non-stop. I think I cannot stand waiting on this side, so I'm gonna go straight in here and I'm going to turn. You guys should be here, guys. Should be on this side. Don't be stuck on the other side. That creates traffic for no reason. So Israel says not a good idea for the 15-point plan. Iran rejects it. So this time, you know, they are still in a negotiation. Egypt has accepted to offer the negotiation between the two countries, Israel and Iran, and hopefully things works out for them. The 15-point plan that I'm about to read right now is very important. I think it's good to know. Point number one is dismantling Iranian's nuclear facilities. So Trump proposed that, you see what I hate being on this side, like the traffic is piled up for no freaking reason. You should be on this side. You see, only 3 cars were able to pass. All other cars are still stuck. Use the other side. Speed up the two. There needs to be some sign that says divide the traffic into two, because that delays the traffic. So anyways, Trump proposed that point number one, dismantle all Iranian nuclear facilities. It's right here, I'm reading on the thing. That's point number one. Okay. Now, Iran did have a nuclear facility one time, and Trump sent out the B-52 bomber, B-52 bomber, one of the biggest aircraft in the US that flies silently. It went in there and destroyed the facility, but then it turns out it was not actually effective. It never did anything. The second point is the halting Iranians' pursuit of nuclear weapons. So stopping Iranians from pursuing any kind of nuclear weapons now and in the future. Japan is and was a country that had nuclear weapons. Was it? I'm not too sure. But Japan was stopped from having military, and Japan has been doing good since then. All right. So they want to do the same thing for Iran, which I think there's no really any reason to have nuclear weapons. It's not a flex. You don't succeed by using nuclear weapons. Why is there traffic here? Is that an accident? There's a police. Oh, there's a police here. La Policia. La Policia. So this month. The second point to stop Iran from pursuing nuclear weapons now or in the future. Never seen traffic before in a tunnel. This is crazy. Something had to be happening. Maybe there's an event going on. I'm not too sure. The second is to ensuring international oversight of Iran's nuclear programs. Ensuring international oversight of Iranian's nuclear program. That's the third point. Okay. The third point of Trump's idea is to have international communities keep an eye on Iran on every major decision they make, including if they ever decide to build another nuclear program. I came on this side and that there's a road brokerage. It just broke the street. That's why there's a traffic. Something is going on here. Maybe construction. Something. Alright, can I merge? No, yes, no, yes. Yes, no. Okay, maybe. There's construction going on here. That's why the traffic was piled up. Traffic. Yeah, they are building our roads. They are building our tunnel to keep us safe. So here you have it. Those are two plans from Donald Trump. 3 plans so far from Donald Trump. And now I don't know who is going to be the international communities watching over Iran's nuclear programs, if it's not Israel and the US, because at this point it seems like other countries don't care. Alright, other countries don't care. They're not interested in any of this. If you see cars speeding like this, it means there's no traffic ahead. If they go this fast on the corner, actually there's a traffic. Not as bad though. I think it should be. This is like yeah, this is red. It's bad. Alright buddy, squeeze in with a Sprinter. Alright. I've been here for so many times. Like I've drove here so many times that time. Now I used to it. There's a apartment close by. This guy is emerging, keeping me distracted. Oh, I gotta go over one more. Uno más. Look at how cars are parked. It's crazy. Actually, thanks for the space. There we go. That was very nice. Very nice of the guy. So who's flashing? Who's flashing me? My God! Go in. Go. Enter now or never. So the third point is this is the fourth point of Donald Trump's proposal. It is to addressing Iran's missile capabilities. Okay. At this point, I read through all of this. They all sound stupid. Like they're all the same. It's like a 2-year-old kid wrote this. Like, Papa, if you want me to stop fighting, A, give me candy. B, don't give me candy. C, give me half a candy. B, give me a tiny of a candy. Right? Like so childish written points. But that's Trump. He's just funny guy. And when things like this that involve people's lives and kidding, you know, you don't need people like Trump to be in charge. It's just not a good idea. Like, he's good in terms of like domestic stuff, but he's not good in terms of international conflict. Similar with Kamala Harris, these guys don't have experience in handling international conflicts. So the fifth point, proposing a temporary ceasefire to facilitate negotiations, that should be the point number 1, right? That should have been point number 1, is to facilitate to have a temporary ceasefire for negotiations. So Trump is asking for negotiations at this point. It tells you things are getting really, really bad, and tells you that he made this decision on the wrong time. He should have listened to his guy from Middle East, Netanyahu guy. The sixth point is stopping Iran's stopping Iran's support for regional proxy groups. So this should also be number 1 or number 2 on a list, because Iran is behind all the major groups like Al-Shabaab, Boko Haram, ICC, the Houthis, the Houthis in Yemen. What other groups out there? The Mujahideen, I don't know. Do we still have Mujahideen? Those guys gone. Then you also have these guys from Palestine. I keep forgetting their name. Hamas, the Hamas groups. So this should be the second point on the list. But I don't know what he was trying to. I don't know what he's smoking. Then number 7 is requiring Iran to commit to not pursuing nuclear weapons in the future. Number 7 and in number 2 are the same points. Halting Iran's pursuit of nuclear weapons. Very, very childish points that you can probably somebody like these guys. I feel like Trump is using, even AI will not write something like this. AI will do better. I'm not joking. Like, this is like funny stuff. Number 8 is decommissioning key nuclear facilities, including Natanz, Isfahan, and Fordo. So those 3 areas have been known to have nuclear facilities. This could be true. Actually, it is true, because this information comes from nuclear info comes from Israel. Israel has the best. They have the best investigation. Is the best spy. They control the cameras and the area. They know everything, and they collaborate with the U.S. counterterrorism intelligence and the U.S. CIA. So they know where these nuclear weapons are. But this should have been. This sounds like a good point to me. So sounds good. What's the other point? Number 9. Number 9 is pretty cool. Transferring enriched uranium to the International Atomic Energy Agency. Okay, so Trump wants to take over the uranium and own it, take it. That's the main goal. He wants to take the uranium, which is a key in creating these nuclear weapons. It's very, very important to notice here. So let's go. All right, guys, get in or get out. Get in or get out. All right, then number 10, establishing a timeline for the dismantling of nuclear capabilities. So there should be a timeline that Iran can give to Americans and Israel that, hey, this time of the year we will have nuclear facilities dismantled. But this is also a stupid idea, because when do you think, I mean, if I was Iran, I could say, you know what, we will really dismantle them in 200 billion years from now. You know, like they can just give like a very vague timeline. Like who gets to decide when is the timeline? Who gets to decide when is the actual deadline to get it dismantled? Right, it's crazy. Number 11, implement measures to monitor Iran's compliance with the agreement. So that means they would have to send scientists over there to monitor and to see what's going on over there. This is the Pentagon. It's busy. As I speak right now, they are planning on those points. They are doing the full-time job right now, deciding when should they attack, should they stop attacking. That's Pentagon right here. They are making good decisions right now. Alright, it's time I go over this side. Point number 12, so many points, is to engage in a diplomatic incentive, which is good. This is pretty good. I like incentives. Engage in diplomatic incentives to ensure regional security. What does that mean? That means that if Iran gives up their nuclear weapons and they decide to, you know what, no more nuclear, no more uraniums, not even think about it, then they will have a guaranteed security in the region. That means they will be the U.S. allies. I think it's cool to see Iran being a U.S. ally. I mean, why not, right? We get to have benefits for being a U.S. ally, and you get to take the money from the U.S. like Israel is doing so. Like every U.S. ally gets money, weapons, like everything they need, right? So this is interesting, very, very interesting, detailed, very interesting proposal. Number 13, encouraging Iran to cease hostile actions against neighboring countries. Okay, so Iran is doesn't just hate Israel, but also hates all their neighbors. Like US is bully, but it seems like Iran is more bully. Like they attacked Iraq, I believe, did they? They fought with Iraq. They attacked their neighbors like Qatar, Oman, Kuwaiti, especially Kuwaiti, you know, Afghanistan, Lebanon, Jordan. Like they do all the crazy stuff. Alright, I'm not sure why they do that. The 14 points is to promote economic incentives for Iran to comply with the terms of the agreement. Okay. So economic incentives means that the U.S. can invest in there, build the factories, send Walmart, send TJ Mart, and I don't know, Amazon, do some fast delivery, same day delivery. I mean, that's cool. Build Google, Facebook, Amazon, Twitter, ChatGPT over there, Tesla, General Motors, Boeing. You know, it seems like this is actually a good plan. I mean, it's not the best, but it's a good plan. The last point is facilitating international dialogue to address broader regional issues. Okay, so that means Iran wants all the points out. If they accept this deal, it would also be involved in bombing other countries. Okay, that would be also their next proposal. So I just went through this stuff. Obviously, you let me know what you think if you're watching this video. Is this a good idea? Is this a good point? To me, some points are good. I like the economic incentives. I like the economic developments in Iran, you know, but other points just don't make sense. They sound vague, they sound repetitive, and they sound like they are trying to treat Iran like a kid, like a 2-year-old kid. Also, to take out their nuclear, their uranium, like, why not let them build those nuclear, then have them monitored, right? Like, have them be transparent. I mean, I think that would be cool. If they can be transparent, keep doing what you're doing, that would be cool. Russia has nuclear weapons, while US has them, so does France, so does UK, so does North Korea, which is badass. But either way, it means that they have rejected it, and they rejected it because, which also Iran said that they want US to build all the infrastructure that has been destroyed. But Trump is saying he's gonna do it. He says in his point that he's gonna rebuild the economic ties with the Iran. Now, I don't know whom they are negotiating with, because the leader has been killed, multiple leaders have been killed, facilities have been destroyed, there's no internet, there's no service, nothing, everything has been destroyed. So I don't know whom they are talking to. So it's very strange that they are proposing this to like random ghost dead people. I don't know, but at least in this 15 points plan, there is no something that says we are going to appoint a new leader, or we are going to tell you whom to appoint as a leader, or you should change your government. At this Trump US government is not, Trump is not enforcing other countries to do what he wants them to do, like in terms of like choosing the leader. But overall, it's a plan that doesn't make sense. There's like 3 points that make sense. Everything else just sounds very similar, or sounds very repetitive. There was no need to make the 3 points. They should have made like 3 points. It was enough. 15 is not needed. It's relevant. Other than that, I hope that Iran and the US gets to have a compromise, and then they get to become allies. You know, we don't know who bent down. Was it US? Was it Iran? But as far as I know, it's the US, because US is getting a lot of Trump is getting a lot of rating that is dropping. Now as I speak, Trump's rating has gone to 30% in America among his people who voted for him. That's a huge drop. That's a bummer. That's a killer. So that being said, thanks for watching. Like always, ciao ciao, and bye bye, adios, spasiba, bye bye, take care.